You wake up Monday morning and drag yourself out of bed, and you get ready for the day that's to come. Whether it's work or school, odds are you hate Mondays because you hate your job or the people you have to interact with on a daily basis. Friday comes along and you're excited for the working week to be over because you have the evening and the weekend where you don't have to go to work. It's usually the time to turn up, meet friends, hang out with family, let loose, and forget about work for a few days. Then Sunday comes along and that feeling of dread starts to creep into your life. You have work tomorrow. The weekend is over. Rinse and repeat for the rest of the year. This, sadly, is the template of most people's lives. This is a huge problem because our work is a huge part of our lives. Most companies work Monday to Friday from 9 to 5. Garyvee is an entrepreneur who I follow who preaches this religiously.
I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. I'm gonna make Monday morning my bitch. I'm gonna make you Saturday Monday morning. That's what I wanna do every morning, and that's what I want from you. Please, take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era.
You go to work 9 to 5. That's 8 hours a day, 40 hours in a week, and 160 hours in a month, and 80 days a year. This doesn't even take into account the people who work overtime, the people who work on the weekends, and the people who work 2 or more jobs to support their families. Add that up and you can easily hit 150 days of work in a year. That's nearly half your year. If you hate your job, it means you hate half your life. And the reality for most people is that they do hate their lives because they hate their jobs. They hate the commute to work, they can't stand the people at work, and they wish for Friday evening to come when they arrive at work on Monday morning. Some of you might be saying, well, TJae, I got bills to pay, so I'll take the L of staying in the job I hate and simply keep my personal life away from my professional one to avoid these problems. That's an impossible task. Your job will come up in casual conversation at events over the weekend. When you meet new people, one of the first things normally asked is, what do you do for a living? It's an identity. Most people associate who they are with the work they do. Sometimes you'll have to work overtime at work because a deadline needs to be met, meaning you will come home late when the rest of the family is home over the weekend when you're meant to be relaxing. That's a double blow. You already hate your job, but now you have to work even longer hours and be away from your friends and family until the next weekend. So, how do we stop living for the weekend? I believe there are many factors, but the 2 key ones are time management, which I spoke about in a previous video on this channel. The second one is finding work or a job that pays you for stuff that you actually enjoy. I know it seems simple, but it's not. Let me emphasize that I understand it's not easy doing what you love for a living, but nothing worth having is. If you can actually manage to find work that you enjoy doing and pays you for it, you should consider yourself very lucky and hold on to it with dear life. I believe you owe it to yourself to at least try. Half your life, 50%. Do you really want to end up hating 50% of your life? You owe it to yourself to at least try, make a living out of something you love. God willing, you live a long life. 90 years, you're playing with your grandkids and your children are all grown up doing what they love doing. Most people enter some form of employment from 18 to 70 years and then retire. In this scenario, you hate 26 years of your life because of your work. If it means taking a job that pays you less but you like it, the sacrifice is worth it. Guys, 26 years is a long time. 26 years ago, the Premier League had just started, and look where it is now. If you can change those 26 years from a negative into a positive, I'd happily take a pay cut if it means the well-being of my life. As I said in my previous video, time is worth far more than money. Change is scary, I know. Change isn't easy. It can be a frightening prospect of leaving your job when you have no savings. I repeat, do not leave your job when you have no savings. I don't want you ending up homeless. To combat this, I'd say calculate how much you need in a month. Add up your costs of rent, recreational activities, transport, etc. Save up 1 year of expenses and then make the change. Perhaps you've always wanted to be a chef or a musician. Once you've saved up for that year, leave the job that you hate and go for it. Go for it. You really genuinely have to put your all into it and go for it. Put your all into that year. Attend any gigs, events, functions related to your dreams, and network with as many people in that industry, and you might surprise yourself with the results. No man is an island. You need connections. That's just the reality of the world. Justin Bieber and all these famous celebrities all got their foot in the door because they knew somebody. If you fail, okay, you failed. But at least you tried. 1 year of trying to change your life is far better than wasting 26 plus years in a job you hate more than anything, with no signs of that ever changing. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Instead of thinking, what if I don't score? Start putting your mindset into the fact that, what if I do? I love my weekends. As you can tell, I love watching Premier League football, and the matches are normally on the weekends. I'm sure you love your weekends too, and that's great. That's how it should be. The point of this video is that you should also love your weekdays. Weekdays outnumbers weekends by 5 to 2. If you don't like your weekdays, you hate most of your life. So if you can change your weekdays and weekends and merge them into just being a normal day that you enjoy, you're winning. Your job is a large part of the weekdays. So the best way to love your weekdays is to love your job. Love what you do. Take pride in it. Let's live for the whole week and not just the weekends. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something from it. I'll be uploading videos more regularly from now on because this is something I genuinely enjoy doing. If even just one of you enjoys my content, then I'm good, man. I'm really good because, I mean, the fact that you even like my content will be amazing. Alright guys, so I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.